What's going on, Eagles? Yeah, as I said in Discord, it's because he's in the 15 car. I haven't made any lineups. S- After the truck race, I started watching all the Jaws movies on Netflix, and so I wasted a good, or I didn't waste. Like obviously the first movie isn't that terrible, and then I kind of 2x and fast forward through the other films, and I got up this morning and did some things in town, watched a couple movies with my girlfriend. So I really haven't messed with lines. I made a line yesterday because I made it. I wanted to enter it and remember it before I forgot. I didn't have any paper to write it down, and I'm looking over that again. I haven't watched any other videos this week for Xfinity. I probably won't. This is just gonna be me building lines. I'm probably entering 4 lines. Or in fact, I am. I am entering just 4 lines. I might do the second $3 contest, but I have 4 in the old 3, 4 in the 10, 4 in the 1. Probably reserve in the new 3. Hmm. The main thing I'm trying to decide is, yeah, see, what is this? Like this $3 slingshot, man. 150 to first, $15 to 12th to 16th. 500 people. Top 10, 40%. Like it's pretty shitty. Like there's no real contest to really enter for Xfinity right now, other than the ones you were in. What's going on, Kay? Um, let's see. Any main suggestions? As I said, like I really haven't fucked with lines too much. Like I have where I kind of want to go. Like obviously right now I'm really high on Cindric, um, Hemrick, Allgaier, but I haven't finished any lines. I know right now I'm probably gonna have 2 Cindric and Hemrick lines. I'm not sure what I want to do with the other 2 because there's 2 builds with Cindric and Hemrick that I kind of want to work into, and one is more of a place differential lineup, and then one is more of looking for other fast laps and stuff. Oh, I do want to check one thing. For those watching, let's see. I probably wouldn't leave 1600. Like right now, what's the optimizer doing right now? We got 49.5, 49.6, 49.7, 49.1, 49.6, 49.2, 49.8, 49.1, 48.4. What is that? That's a Cindric, Hemrick. That is Alex LeBay, Dylan Lepton. Not a big fan of that type of lineup. 49.8, 49.9, 49,000, 49.7, 49.7, 49.1, 40. 49,000 even. This is, and I haven't cut the player pool down. Like right now, the optimizers want to use a lot of Clements. It's wanting to use a lot of Alex LeBay. It has to be on the price because I think I wrote. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna look at in the Patreon. Um, Let me just make sure before I say it. The Patreon for today, my projections and everything, they're up for the $3 tier as well. So if you want to support me, if you want to see uh, what I have, you can see it for $3 today. I actually did it last week too, because I haven't done the live shows, so I really haven't announced it. But anybody who was a part of the $3 tier last for the Bristol race, for the truck race, got those for the 3 as well. Let's see. I'm also listening to music right now. Hopefully it's not going through the headset, but we'll see. What is this? Moffitt, Burton, Sieg, Yaley, like, I don't like that. I get rid of Brown. No real, like right now I have Brown for 33 points. No real reason to not spend up right now. Alright, so what are we doing here? Because it's Snyder too. For whatever reason, it's wanting to use Snyder at a value I don't like. It's wanting to use Clements at a value I don't like. It's wanting to use Alex LeBay. Like, I don't like any of those, so. What is Snyder? Snyder's 83. Clements is 71. What build is this going for? That's weird. Oh, let's get this place differential lineup out of the way. So, looking at a place differential lineup, obviously, this is assuming Cindric and Hemrick are already in a line. Let's go ahead and look here. Let's see. You see, I don't really see a reason why there'd be mayhem, but it happened last night, and that's a bummer, man. Because I was so high on Gilliland. That's why I got annoyed. I think somebody tweeted me last night, be like, "Oh man, your grades on your videos all crashed." I mean, that's not the final projections. I wrote up Austin Hill. I wrote up Todd Gilliland a lot. Todd Gilliland was my favorite play last night. I thought Todd Gilliland would have a very fast car, and he did. I just played him with John Hunter Nemechek, so unfortunate there. But Todd Gilliland was the play last night. 5% ownership. Shame I played Nemechek as well. But looking at a place differential lineup right here, it's leaving me about 7,500 on the table. The main issue comes from like Moffitt and Ty Dillon. Let me look at these guys in terms of highest projected drivers here. Because I need to sort these guys here. That's the I need to start one to the left. Starting position. Okay. It's crazy that Jeb is so cheap as well. I wonder how high Jeb's going to be today. Because Jeb should score pretty damn well. He should easily be in the 40s today. It's hard for me to see that not happening. Yeah, well, the chalk, I mean, sure, Creed and Nemechek failed. So yeah, that is chalk. But usually I look at chalk more in the value range to where Sam Mayer was the play. I mean, he's going to click at one point at one race or another. He's going to click. Finished well. Ended up being the chalk play there. Eckes did very well. Should have played Eckes. Tanner Gray's just fucking trash. I don't know why people keep playing him. I don't like playing Tanner Gray when he's not chalk, but when he is chalk, I'm fading Tanner Gray because he always does stupid shit. I almost cashed too. I almost cashed last night with Nemechek in the line too. Let's see. So that's 1, 2, 3. Well, that's why I was wanting to use Snyder. I got Snyder projected as the 12 highest scoring drivers. That's probably why it's getting to Snyder more. Any of the pricing on these guys is actually... And I'm mainly doing this lineup kind of manual. Just because the place differential plays, you have to build that lineup in case it is a wreckfest. And so, like right now, my optimizer wouldn't build this line, or it would probably be probably 10 points under my highest projected lineups. Um, but I do want to get that out of the way. Ty Dillon. Who's going to be more owned, Moffitt or Dillon? It's probably going to be Moffitt. I think outscores him and is probably higher owned because he's cheaper. But I like Moffitt more. You're going to have to punt once, pretty much in every line. The issue comes from, like, Weatherman is most likely a no-go. Graf, for me, is a no-go. Mills, for me, is a no-go. Boyd, for me, is a no-go. CJ is a no-go. Matt Jaskell. Depends on how crazy we see the line getting here. So, my issue with Gibbs is when we look at Ty Gibbs, because I've been high on him this whole year. I played him a lot. This is probably the first race, and it's based on the tracks we've been to, like Bristol, Richmond, Darlington, obviously Daytona, Michigan, Indy Road Course, Watkins Glen, New Hampshire. That leans more towards Ty Gibbs, whereas when you look at the amount of fast laps, and what is this? He added a Tory. I didn't even notice that. When you look at the amount of fast laps or Dominator points that Gibbs has at intermediates versus Cindric, and look at how consistent Cindric is. That's why I like Cindric more, and I probably won't play Gibbs today. So let's kind of go through the whole season so far. So Dominator points at Homestead, 27 for Cindric. Gibbs wasn't in that race. 20 at Las Vegas, Gibbs wasn't in that race. Atlanta, 3 for Cindric, Gibbs wasn't in that race. Darlington, 1, 13 for Cindric, 15 for Hemrick, 5 for Gibbs. Dover, 33 for Cindric, 2 for Hemrick, 2 for Gibbs. Charlotte, 8 for Cindric, 36 for Hemrick, 15 for Ty Gibbs. So that's the first time it's kind of switched. When we get to Texas, it was Cindric over Hemrick. Gibbs wasn't in that race. Nashville, it was all Cindric. Pocono, all Cindric. Atlanta, I'm pretty sure that's when he got wrecked or had an issue because he got 0. Hemrick had 18. Gibbs was in that race. Michigan, Cindric had 8 before he got wrecked. Gibbs had 3. Darlington, this last time, Hemrick was 15. Cindric was 1. Allgaier with 10. I think that is notable because Allgaier did get Dominator points at Texas. He had 14. 39 at Dover. 24th first Atlanta race. So for me, the interest pool is Cindric, Hemrick, and Allgaier for me, and so Gibbs just isn't in there for this race. I think that's what we're doing there. Anyway, so still going back up the value range. Jaskell, don't know what to make of it, really. Not really sure what to make of that. It's not going to be a top 20 car. Not going to be a top 15 car. What am I giving Matt here? Do I see him work? Can I see him working? 6 positions gained. Finishing around 29th. Probably not going to go to Jaskell. How much time do I got left before this starts? 2 hours and 45 minutes. We got plenty of time. Let's see. So no Jaskell. Earnhardt's going to be a no for me as well. Where is Jeffrey on this? Yes, Earnhardt's a no for me. Vargas is a no for me. Star is... We have to look at the tracks that he's performed well in Wreckfest. Because he is starting 38th. He isn't at 61, but man... Michigan 22nd. New Hampshire 20th. Texas 20th. What does he get if he passes 18 people here? That's 39 points. That's far too much. If he gets, obviously, if there's a big wreck, he gains that many positions, he'll be optimal. But let's give him 13 positions gained. 13 is fine. So what would that be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 26. I'm at 31st right now in a green race. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. For him to get those, it has to be competent cars. I don't really see many competent cars wrecking here in this race. Probably not going to go to Star for this line. Yeah, sure. So I got Curry with 21 points. If you give him 14 positions gained, that's 34 points. However, I don't like that fucking car. Curry's been in better cars this year in my Karma equipment, honestly. Yeah, I was seeing what other people were saying. Like, I haven't looked at any videos, as I said, but I was hearing that Curry was like the chalk, and I hate chalk for these fucking value guys in this series, man. Like, there's no reason to have one guy being that popular unless he's a smash play. Like, for me, I think it's Lupton. Like, I think Lupton's the fucking guy to play here. He has a way faster car. He has a car that is legit a top 15 contender. He's a way better driver. The second best driver in this car since Nemechek was in it. And even when you look at how the other guys have done in that car, like, for me it seems like you played Lupton. But if everybody's wanting to play the 15 car, like BJ McLeod was in this car at Bristol. 26th was the best he could do. Bailey Curry was in this car at Richmond. 27th. Darlington, Kobe Howard, 27th. Kobe Howard, 26th at Daytona, 26th. And so, let's see. Let me just make sure. Yeah, he's in the 15 car. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? He's been in this car multiple times this year. And so, you know what? I gave him 26. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My bad. I gave him 28th. 21 points, 22 points, 23 points. Like, what the fuck are people seeing with Curry? Like, what the hell are we talking about here? That makes no fucking sense, in my opinion. So, Curry's a no for me. That's where we're at. So, Star, maybe. I think that's why Alex LeBay was popping up in this optimizer so much. Because, let's see, what is a good old LeBay getting? That's 20 points, dude. That's fucking horrible. 26 points. 36 points. Man, that's like a ceiling race for him. LeBay just has to hold that. Yeah, LeBay has to hold that position for. It's 15. Sixteenth is 5x. 4-7 staying where he's at. Yeah, I don't like LeBay, man. I would just much rather. Let's compare Lepton to Jade. Jade is. I'd actually rather prefer. I'd rather play Jade and Lepton over Curry. That's where we're at right here. Let me see. But I mean, no. I mean, Lepton is the move. At least in my mind. And sorry for this type of video, but I really didn't want to do a huge live show today since I hadn't really made any lines, hadn't really looked into it as far as answering questions and stuff. I wouldn't have a huge graph, so that's why we're kind of here just making lines together. What is Barry getting? Yeah, I think it's still Jed there. You don't even need to really punt that much in this, actually. Let's look at Jade's finishes here. Look at it in more detail. 24th place car, really. Race rating inside the 20s, but we're looking at where he's finishing. Darlington 2, 21st. I think that's what I'm actually giving him. Get 1, 2, 3. Give him 20th. He can hit 20. Like, I would much rather play Jade and hope he finishes 20th than fucking Curry, man. Like, I just I don't see. So we're gonna do that. When this optimizer, I'm gonna take out all these fucking value crap plays other than Lepton and Jade, and I think that's where we're gonna just stay. Probably those two guys, either together or separate. That would be my my exposures for those. So we're probably taking Star out. I'll keep Star in actually. But I'll take Curry out. Take Jasko out. Boyd out. Vargas out. Massey out. Matt Mills out. Weatherman out. Earnhardt for sure. Graf for sure. Now LeBay could surprise me and run inside the top 15. And I think if I needed the cash in line, we'll go back to. I'm going to keep LeBay in there because I want to see what the optimizer puts together with less guys in the pool, but with just LeBay, Lepton, and Jade as the values to use. That makes more sense to me than using Graf. Let's see. And thank you guys for tuning in and at least hanging out with me while I goof around with lines. I do appreciate it. Let me look at this car that Yaley's running. I know it's the Rick Ware car, but I want to see if it's a real sponsor on this thing, because Rick Ware's performed well in general. I'm kind of just talking out my ass right here, but I'm kind of rambling. But This car performs well, 17, but it really, there is a difference when it comes to the sponsor it's on. I doubt I'll be able to find a fucking picture of this car. Doubt SS Greenlight's gonna have a picture of it either. Let's see, what other questions we got here? Yeah, no problem, Kay, and yeah, sorry, Nick, not really in the mood to do a real live show today. Just kind of goofing around here. I hate all these bot accounts on Twitter, like the NASCAR top headlines bot, NASCAR silly season rumor bot. Like, if there's a person that I want to die in a fiery accident on the interstate, it's the cocksuckers who make those accounts, because they just fill up the Twitter feed. Like, that's probably my biggest pet peeve on Twitter, is these stupid rumor bot accounts. Alright, so no picture. We'll probably see it later on the grid or in the background of another picture. Reason I'm asking is because this line, I'm trying to choose whether to stick with Jade or Lupton. Lupton has higher upside, but I don't like the last pairing unless I take out Moffitt here. Actually, let me compare these lines real quick. Sad dudes. Okay, so what is this lineup equal to? Alright, gotta do the old-fashioned right here. So let's see. You're about... I mean, fucking Yaley isn't cheap value, but I mean, the pulls are so small unless the race just turns into a shit show. Like, realistic drivers to use in lineups, it's usually about 16 to 19 drivers. It only gets bigger when you start looking at, and this is for any series, trucks, Xfinity Cup Series, every race, the pool's around 16 drivers that are actually useful or actually can hit value or actually can get played. It just depends on how you use them, and then it depends on if they get involved in wrecks or if other guys get involved in wrecks that's supposed to do better than they should. So that is that project. I actually don't hate that. I don't hate this line, actually. So when we look at Sieg at the intermediate tracks, he's come back. They had a really bad time for a while, having fuel pump issues. They've actually turned the corner again. Bristol, obviously, they got caught up in the wreck or something happened to them. 13th at Richmond, mainly just wanting to see if the cars finished in races. 13th at Richmond, 11th fastest in race rating. Darlington, finished 11th, 12th fastest race rating. That's what you want to see from Sieg. Michigan finished 12th with a 25 race. Oh, that's, yeah, because he had fuel pump issues again at Michigan. He had a 3-week period of that. It happened at Michigan, Indy, Watkins Glen, a couple other times. I can't remember which ones it was, but he still finished 18th at Watkins Glen. Have the races been that? Well, no, because he's probably passing guys in the long run once they get that square. What's Sieg? What car is he running today? Let's take a gander at this. See if it's a real sponsor or not. Let's see. So we're there. Let's see. Oh, hey, yet again. Wait a minute. Yeah, yet again. Like, no pictures taken. Like, how are you in charge of these pages and you don't advertise your sponsors? No wonder nobody wants to be a part of NASCAR. You guys don't promote whoever's sponsoring your car. Come from a guy. This come from a guy who turns down every advertisement I get because I like being able to say whatever I want. But like, dude, what are we doing here? Oh, yeah, get more of these stupid bots. Um, I don't hate Seek there in that line. Man, Moffat has had such bad luck, and I've lost so much money off of Moffat, man. Some people play Tanner Gray every time, and they get mad when he fucking busts. It's wild, dude. Unsponsored. I'd actually rather have it be unsponsored than some shitty sponsor, because our motorsports has been here to race. That's a Perkins car, right? 23. Yeah, Blaine Perkins. It's weird Moffat's not finding sponsorships. I didn't even notice. How did Moffat finish last night? Let's take a gander at that. Finished 25th. Got lucky not playing him. He ran into issues. When did he go a lap down? Let's check out. Let's see if they reported what happened to Moffat here. This isn't really important to tonight, but I need to probably take note of what happened to the Rackley War, whatever car this is. Rackley War. Yeah, they lost 3 laps. Let's see. He blew a tire. He had a left front go down. He blew a tire. Somebody ran into him. I think it was Gray. That may have been the car Gray hit. That may have been the car Gray hit. Okay. That car was running pretty good with Moffat behind the wheel. There. Alright, let's see. So let's compare that line. So that is at... Why is this so... Am I down? Oh, I didn't have the... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... It's missing... Yeah, that's what it was. It's missing Cindric in that line. So that's a really decent line, actually. I was like, why... My projection was like 80 points below other lineups. So I was like, why is that? It's because I forgot to include all 6 drivers. I only had 5. I really got to be careful to not shoot myself in the foot playing too much Moffat or Jeb here. I don't hate that line. Playing that line. Okay, so I got the place differential line made. that I'm very happy with. I'm very satisfied with that. So now we can really get into building lines, focusing on getting lap leaders and fast laps. And so, as I said, I'm going to build this line around same thing. It's going to be a Cindric Hemric line, but I want to see where else this optimizer wants to go with it. God, dude, it's wanting to use those same guys. That's a lot on the tape. That's a lot on the. I'll put these guys back in the optimizer. Let's just focus on Cindric and Hemric here. I want to see where it goes here. It still wanted to use Snyder. That's so weird. It's got to just be whatever it's being left over. It's wanting to use Lepton too. Let's see. Oh, Sterling type. What you got here? So Clements, I don't like Clements here. The optimizer's wanting to use him quite a bit. I got Clements for 32 points. And the reason I have him at that is because giving Clements a 12th place finish today. That's his absolute ceiling, dude. Like 32 points. There's no way. I think Clements is a terrible fucking play. This optimizer is wanting to use it because I think he's the last guy in the 7K range I have left to use. And Herbst as well. I don't like this 7K range. I'd try to avoid it. That's why. I think I'm going about this wrong, actually. Because I'm going to do a Hemric Cindric line. Whereas the salary allows to go Cindric, Allgaier, Hemric. And it probably avoids that 7K range. So let's let this thing finish calculating these lineups. I'm going to let the calculator do the calculating for a bit. And then I want to see the Cindric, Allgaier, Hemric lines. Because I don't like this fucking range of Herbst, and Sieg's alright. But we're using a very small player pool here. I think 2 to 3 DOMs. Yeah, 2 to 3 DOMs. Just like I'm playing 4 lines, and so some lines just have Cindric and Hemric. As I'm just kind of talking right now, not even seeing your question, I'm looking at the salaries, and you can make Cindric, Allgaier, and Hemric work pretty easily. If you don't want to use it's easy to make a 3 dominator lineup. Not necessarily. I don't think the race will have 3 dominators, but you want obviously the guy who leads laps. What is this lineup? Landing Castle. What the fuck are we doing here, man? Gotta take him out as well. So thank you, Optimizer, for pointing out him, because I forgot to remove him, because it's wanting to use the 7K range, and so I don't like those lineups it's making. But it's using Clements, it's using Castle, it's using Snyder, because he's low 8. It's using those because it's for, like, I have this thing forced, or it's set up to, spend the salary. Whereas, yeah, like, let's build a 3 dominator line. Let's see what that does, because I'm not really liking. It's weird. I went about making the place differential lineup because I assumed that I would just automatically like the lineups not chasing place differential with Cindric and Hemric, but I'm actually not. I actually like the place differential lineup more with those guys, and so we're just going to go ahead and build the 3 dominator lineup now. Yeah, especially because I could be wrong. Like, we could just whiff. Well, let me go back and look at something real quick. quick, because let's go look at the lap data for Ty Dillon at Las Vegas in the spring. We got to see, was that car fast? Was it on par? Or did they arrive poorly and then Ty Dillon was trying to overcompensate for how poor that car was driving? So let's go ahead and look at the lap data real quick from earlier in the year. Because I think that'll... I just want to know what they brought, what that 54 car brought to Las Vegas, outside of the fact that Ty Dillon wrecked it. Do we have fast laps for the... We do. Thank God for Pierce, because he saves me so much time. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Let me cross-examine this with the hog points real quick. Hog 21, Las Vegas. We had Ty Dillon get 2 Dominator points at Las Vegas. Let's see. That was probably fast laps. Let's see when he got those fast laps. Oh, it's last name. Here we go. $154. I think that's during the pit strategy. So that's lap 142. So that's under... They're pitting under green. They gotta be pitting under green, because the whole fucking field... Yeah, they're... Yeah, they go... They pit. Dillon gains 2 fast laps. That's where he gained his fast laps at. Was he ever in first? He was. So Dillon had what is that? 4 fast laps, 3 fast laps coming out of the yellow, or coming out of the green flag pit stalls on the long run, and then he led 2 laps under caution, 177, 178. Then he done wrecked it 180. He was out of tires. That's why he stayed out. Now that I remember. Okay, so Tyler Dillon pits. He may have spun out twice, actually. Something happened. He was down on tires. He was down a set of tires. Yeah, he spun out lap 56. Or got crashed. Took tires. Stayed out, not because it was a pit strategy, because they were out of tires late in the race. Then got ran over 160 or 181. That's what happened to Dillon. But that car was never... Gibbs is a better driver. I might make a Gibbs lineup now that I'm kind of now that I'm looking at it for long enough. I think I do need to consider Ty in the in those. Sorry, I keep. Let's see. No opinion on that, Andrew. Kemper, no opinion on the BJ McLeod at the moment here. I'm trying to find a different strategy. Yeah, so right now the 3 Dominator lineup is really easy to make. It's still using one. It's... What the... Okay, I'm just gonna fucking hand build this fucking 3 Dominator lineup with Cindric, Allgaier, and Hemrick, because I am not liking the fucking people it's using here. So you use Cindric, Allgaier, Hemrick, $6,700 left. This might be the lineup I take Star in because, and it's kind of why I like. Let's see, we got 9 people listening, so maybe this makes sense to you guys. But if I'm playing the guy starting first, starting third, starting seventh, obviously I'm giving up a lot of place differential, and not in a sense of guys who they can pass. But if they lose positions, I'm losing the safety that I get from playing guys starting farther back, obviously. And so, whenever I'm playing a 3 dominator lineup, I'm more likely to try and pick guys that are starting farther in the back that can gain positions if people wreck or just in general. So, while Lepton is probably my favorite play there, Buford as well, I don't necessarily like the drivers I can get to if I play one of those guys. Where if I go down to Star, or even Jaskell, this is kind of where obviously the first run didn't consider them. Now that we're building the line, kind of needing some floor or some safety net, and certainly some more cash, that's where the Star play, the Jaskell play makes a lot more sense, or at least looks better in my eyes. And so that's a real head. Is Castle in a see if Castle's in a meme car again. All those cryptocurrencies. Change his profile picture again. He changes his profile picture a lot lately. I don't really know why. He's trying to be hip. Trying to be cool. Running with Bitcoin. Got Bitcoin. People sponsoring us. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see here. I was the first verified driver on Discord. I don't care. Oh my god, man. Can we promote some fucking sponsors, people? Like, come on here. I mean, I gotta start promoting the big event we do every January on iRacing. Like, and I keep talking about the people who sponsor us. I keep talking about the people who are involved in us. Like, how are these guys getting real money from people and not talking about who's on their godforsaken cars? How do we not have pictures of these cars? Like, hire me. Hello, come on, somebody hire me. Send me pictures. I'll talk about it. I'll be like, hey, so-and-so is giving us money for tires. Thank you very much. Go check them out. I'll try and get a discount code for you to buy your stupid Bitcoin or whatever. Like, where are our pictures of these guys? Let's see what's on the entry list here. So we got Landon Castle in the 4 car. Voyager, the meme dream is back on. Man, I want to get rid of these. I want to get rid of the 7K range. I don't really like it. What if I go farther down? Let's play Matt. What do we get there? Same thing. So, man, you go in Cindric, Hemrick, Allgaier, you end up having to play either Sieg, Yaley, BJ, Castle, Clements. Most likely one of those guys in that line. And I'm not a big fan of how these builds look, man. Sieg over Yaley. Let's take a gander at these guys right here. What are we doing here? See, no new questions. Alright, so 29th at Richmond, 13th at Daytona, 22nd at Indy, 23rd New Hampshire, 22nd Nashville, 14th Dover. Good to see. 22nd Darlington. What does this lineup equal? Oh, I gotta respond to Jordan real quick on Twitter. Okay, so what is this equal? We gotta beat. I think this. What is this? We gotta try and get around 200 and. I just want to get around 290 points with this line. So let's see where is this at. And it could be a trap, dude. Like Yaley is 22nd, so God, dude, it's hard for me to see Yaley getting more than 32 points today. Certainly, like 38. 36, 4.7, gotta be 38, so that's 15 places. That's 5x, man. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 20th. If Yaley hits 20th, he has a chance to be the best play in that range. But man, I don't really like it. I just like to see the car, man. I want to see the car. Same thing with BJ. I'd honestly feel more comfortable with BJ doing it because he needs points in that car. It's 99 car. Let's see where that car's finished this year. Let's really compare it. Let's look at it on speed. Sam Mayer Junior Motorsports doesn't count. Chase Briscoe doesn't count. Harvick doesn't count. Briscoe doesn't count. BJ McLeod drove it to a 21st at Dover. I think that's the best you could do. So let's really look at giving BJ a 23rd place finish. Where are we at there? So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. God damn it. Both these guys are priced to where they gotta be low 20s, man. I bet you BJ has a picture of his car. Let's go check it out. Let's see. Well, yeah, best of luck to you guys as well. Fast cars, fast money. Good luck tonight. That's not a BJ McLeod car. Well, yeah, I'm jumping out a little bit. He did. Did Parsons really run a Chevy at Daytona? Let me look at something real quick. Let's see. I gotta go look at. February, Andy Lally. Where you at? We're at. Oh man, it's gonna be a heck of a trip down memory lane for Andy Lally. But I want to look at this car that Andy Lally drove here. The reason it caught me off guard is because that team is needing points, and they've typically reserved their Chevys. Obviously, Junior Motorsports ran them, and they ran some Fords when Stuart Haas was there. Hold on. That's a real car that BJ McLeod is running tonight. That's not some. That is not his normal stable of cars, man. So, well, I mean, no shit, Kemper. He's driving his own car. I'm trying to figure out what chassis he's driving. Um, Not looking at the body. Obviously, it's Chevrolet. They typically have more Toyotas in their stable. But anytime he's brought in a real driver running his own equipment, has been a Chevy. It's a shame that Parsons destroyed two of them. Massey as well, and Loudon. Check out. So let me look at that car. So that was lap 26 of Loudon. And this is kind of useless nonsense that I spend a lot of time that I try and cut out of quite a few videos is looking for this crap. Because nobody really cares, and it usually makes me mad when I spend 20 minutes trying to find a back marker or info on back markers. So that was on lap 20. And wait a minute. Yeah, Loudon 26, lap 26 of Loudon. So let's. Okay, so right now I'm watching the Xfinity race in New Hampshire, trying to get a picture of this god dang car. At Loud. They never showed a replay. They never ever showed a replay of. Oh wait, it was on lap 26, not 20. Hold on. Probably on that restart when Herps got spun, if I remember correctly. So let's take a gander here. That is yeah, Massey had a real sponsorship there. He got destroyed for the car was killed, but like that's not like BJ McLeod's normal stuff. So the reason I'm looking into this so much is I'm willing to bet that there's a chance BJ McLeod performs better, and I'm not saying like it's definitive, but there's a chance that BJ McLeod runs better than we expect him to, and that he hits his value pretty easily. And then I might have to make myself get more BJ McLeod in my lines to actually hold that thought. Let me write that down so I don't forget while I'm working on this. But try those three. So yeah, I don't mind that at all. Let me run that line. Check AB Motorsports real quick as well. Yeah, it kind of seems like I want to be kind of overweight on BJ McLeod. More than I wanted to, based on the hunch. Based on what is this crap? I'm willing to bet on Matt Jaskell performing better than what we think he will, as well. So, what have we been live for? We've been live for over an hour. And like right now, I'm finally getting to the point where I could do a live show now. Like this is kind of where I'm at. Where okay, normally I do a live show at this point when I've done enough research, when I've looked at enough lines, seen how everything talks, then I can go on and talk. Like right now, I like this. I don't mind this lineup at all. I actually really like this line. So we're gonna trust that. I don't hate that. I don't hate these lines at all. No. I feel more confident about those lines actually. I probably thought I did. They're not really overlapping unless Hemrick and Cindric so far fuck up. Leaves a lot of outs to be had. Leaves a lot of things that can happen, not really destroy a bunch of lines. So that's good. Do I dare try and take down that small $3 con? Let's look at the competition in here. Not a lot of badges. A lot of one lines too. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna enter my 4 lines in that $1,500 contest. Not the $3 contest with $1,500 on there. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let's see. Let me make sure I got those in there. I don't hate that. Okay, so let's try and get these three drivers I just wrote down to line up together and see what we can make. Wow, that's a shitload of money left on the table. Damn. What is all like all? What is like? Where does Pierce have projected? I haven't even really looked at his ownership or his projections left. Yeah, man, he's with me. He thinks Cindric does it. Yeah, I think I can make that lineup work pretty easily. So let me do that. Wow. Damn, that's a good line. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit, dude. Wow. I don't hate that line at all, really. That's not terrible. I don't hate that at all, really. Hmm. Hmm. I do have to sacrifice something. I can't get exactly those three guys in there that I want. What to do with that line? What if I don't go Gibbs? Hmm. I can't get the exact line I want with that, but God, Hemrick is just so goddamn cheap, man. Hmm. So let's see. Gregson's a no. I'm fine with Allgaier. What am I giving Allgaier? What am I giving him here? I got him showing up. What did he do this last time here? 14th. What happened to Allgaier? Let's look at the Xfinity lap by lap data again. What caused Allgaier to finish 14th at Las Vegas this last time here? started dead last. Had to start from the rear. Drove through the field. Okay. Drove up. Holy shit, Justin Allgaier. What happened here? Why did he fall so much? He got it had to be people switch. It had to be people on tires. He had to take tires early. Lap 40. He'd have pitted under lap 18 under that yellow. No, he had to do it on lap 47 because that's like Allgaier was fast. He just got past the older tires late. Let's go back and look at the hog points this year so far. Allgaier, show me what's wrong. Show me stuff to not play you here. Just get stuck in traffic. Alright. We'll stick with them. Let's see, what are we doing here? What else? Yeah. Yes. That was it was a wild race last night. Yeah, I like this line here. What is this one equal to? So gander, compare this against another one. So it's really laying on the BJ McLeod narrative too. Wow, dude, that's a good line as well. I like this, man. I'm sticking with a very small pool, but I like these lines, man. We're kind of covering a lot. We're kind of relying on Cindric. Probably not going to play Cindric here or in this next line. But I like this. Or do I go? Do I go 100% on Cindric? I think it'd be smart to not do it. I don't think Ty Gibbs is going to be there. Man, I could either go downhill real quick. We're going to fucking stick with Cindric, man. We're going to stick with Cindric. I just don't see Ty Gibbs doing much in this race. Got him projected for 60.8. Hemrick's the better play, man. So if I don't play Cindric, it seems like an Allgaier type of line. I think that's how it goes, man. So let's make that last line here. How much Lupton do I got right now? Fine with that, actually. I don't hate that at all. So, let's go back. Did I even play Jade yet? I probably need to do that. That'd probably be a smart move for me, so let's do that. Let's play Jade. does Ty Gibb or this Ty Dillon car as well? What is the South Point? Damn. Okay, yeah. I got the lines I want to run. I got the lines I want to run tonight. That's where we're at. I'll probably be overweight on BJ McLeod. Overweight on Lepton, overweight on fucking Moffitt again. But I like those lines. And they're all going to do either really well or terrible. So it'll either be one of those to where they'll all be up in the top 10% of lines or bottom 5 most likely. So I'm fine with that. I don't think we see a lot of yellows in this race, so let's see. Let's do the last. Alright, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very small pool. But I don't mind it. I don't mind at all. Trying to pick cars that are going to perform well. And I'd much rather try and gamble with cars that I at least think are going to make it through the race without mechanical issues than playing guys that are at risk to have mechanical issues. And so, let's see, I think that's about where we're at. At the moment, yet again, all my projections are up on Patreon for the $3 tier. If you'd like to support me, if you want to hop on and see it or view them for $3 today, you can do that. I do appreciate that. And tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern, the plan right now is for Jordan and I to go live. Jordan is in Las Vegas right now, but we still plan to go live at 4 Eastern. I'll probably still go live 4 Eastern even if he can't make it, but that's the plan for tomorrow. And yeah, I think we're done here. Took about, how long was that? Took about an hour and 20 minutes to make 4 lineups. So that's where we're at. And I'm happy with these lines. We'll see if they fall apart or not, but I'm okay with them. I don't have. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I got something I gotta fix over. Oh, that's why I haven't put it in yet. Yeah, I like these lines. Yeah, so 4 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, guys. That's when I'll be here. Yeah, I like these lines, so hopefully they work out today. So best of luck tonight, guys.